Absolutely. So let's break it down. What can we expect in this finals matchup between the cards of these two players?
Well, there's a lot of common threads between all the finalists. And we're looking at Yao Ming, the man in the middle, so to speak. We're looking at Tracy McGrady. We're looking at Magic Johnson. And those are some of the big three heavy hitters you're going to see across the tournament.
Keep it simple, tell the sports to a beam zone, like shawty where your friends go.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At power forward, Dorian Finney-Smith. At forward, Cameron Johnson. At point guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. At center, Nicholas Claxton. At guard, Mikal Bridges. The head coach of the visiting team is Jacques Vaughn. Guard at 6'4", number 3, Josh Hart.
Hola and welcome to Before We Get...
Thanks, Brian. Well, Jalen Brunson...
family business. Allie, thanks. And the starting lineup for the Nets. We've got Mikal Bridges. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. And for the Knicks, at forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
Now here's Dinwiddie. In the game against Houston, very impressive. And the shot goes in.
Tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Hart passes to Randall. Back to Hart. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Johnson. That one no good. Some solid defense from Barrett. Brunson on the drive. And down it goes. 2 points.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
And I love the way he played downhill on that drive. Love the attack mentality in a close game.
Here's Finney-Smith. The Knicks making their last shot. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Johnson. Beyond the arc. The Knicks pull it in. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
And Josh Hart listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He does. I mean, just so strong on defense in the post, BA. Often will guard up a position, and his rebounding numbers show he plays well above his listed height.
And that one misses. And you know, Grant, a positive trend in this league right now. Teams would rather risk losing a game than sacrifice a player's health.
Well, it's all about a player's health, BA, when it's all said and done. A player with minor injuries are usually held out now, sometimes even against their own will. A much different situation than when I was playing many years ago.
And the second free throw is good.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Robinson with it, and Bridges picks him up defensively. Here's Barrett, and that's good. His first bucket of the game. Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
So it's Brooklyn now, after the basket by New York. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, they're playing with fire, putting Mikal Bridges on the free throw line. This guy's so comfortable at the charity stripe.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
That's good from Bridges. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Bridges hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Brunson passes to Robinson. Claxton with a rebound.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Here's Bridges. And he also played really well in the win against the Rockets. Pass to Claxton.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Here's Barrett. They get it back. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barrett's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, that's about hustle and having a knack for knowing where the shot's coming off. R.J. Barrett on the glass.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
And the Knicks haul time here. And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Grant.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randle credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
So the Nets making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Nets on D. They trail by 3 for 3. Barrett. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Here's Bridges. Oh, okay then. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Now another view of that incredible Mobile One drive.
and he's been incredible this game. And plays like that one show you how locked in he is.
Left side Barrett, and it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. For the Knicks, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson, and it's Grimes in for Hart. Simmons is checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Finney-Smith. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. So for the Knicks, Toppin, he's checked in for Randall. Quickly comes in for Barrett, and it's Derrick Rose in for Brunson. Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Curry comes in for Dinwiddie. And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Pass to Curry. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Harris outside to the paint. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Here's Rose.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shot misses. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they faced the Knicks.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
And it's good. 2 points.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
There's a minute 26 left in the first. Out to the right wing. Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A., than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
Rose can't connect. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him. Fournier's checked in for New York.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Evan Fournier.
The Nets have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
And the Knicks with the possession here. And rejected.
Boy, impressive defense from top and tries on the pipe. Send it back.
Nets ball.
.51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Curry. Over to the left wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
Seth Curry. One shot.
No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
.44 seconds left in the first quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Now here's Rose. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And again, the Knicks missing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Outside Curry.
Knicks foul. Isaiah Hartenstein. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The first one falls.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
And so Curry nails both of them. New York trailing. Here's Grimes. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Rose with it. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
I don't know that we'll ever consider him a lockdown defender, but boy, Seth Curry works hard, he's fundamentally sound, and he's in the right spots.
And that's a foul called on Evan Fournier. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line.
Cameron Thomas at the line. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Nets up 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Josh Hart is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett in at the small forward. That's the group for New York starting the second. Finney Smith. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Finney Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Brooklyn with the ball. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Johnson. Let's go with a 3. Randall pulls down the board.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Dinwiddie against Brunson. From deep, Johnson. Right side, Finney Smith. And that one's long.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Defensive foul charged to Dorian.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
They're working themselves to the line, using great fakes and getting into the body of the shot blocker.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Quickly is checked in for Brunson.
Guys, what you love about Julius Randle is the well-rounded nature of his game. Because he works so hard on his shooting ability, it makes his dribble drive that much more dangerous.
Outside, Finney Smith. hits a three-pointer.
Dorian
Finney-Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're winning and playing with great confidence, but they need to be more efficient with those three-pointers.
It is always fun for me to watch an undrafted player like Dorian Finney-Smith make a name for himself in the NBA.
Yep, that one goes. Quickly's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And even though Finney-Smith went undrafted, he still made the opening day roster for the Mavs in 2016.
BA, it shows you how quickly he made an impression on that team. This guy's a hard worker. He makes excellent decisions at full speed. This is a guy who can guard multiple positions. He's improved his three-point shooting. Love his story.
Fournier's checked in for Hart. No good on the second free throw. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Quickly from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys. For their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused and they made everything they looked at.
Timeout called, the Knicks.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Claxton's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Randall outside. Back to Quickly. Here's the floater. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Bridges outside. Here's Claxton, and that one is hammered home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Some changes for Brooklyn. Simmons is checked in for Finney-Smith. Thomas comes in for Johnson, and it's Curry in for Dinwiddie. Curry finds Simmons. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game. Harris is checked in for Brooklyn.
Now into the lineup for the Nets, Joe Harris.
On defense, the Knicks. 7-point differential. Quickly against Curry. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thomas. It's not going to go for him. Fournier with some nice D. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Here's Barrett. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It'll go on Joe Harris.
Boy, there were lots of expectations that accompanied R.J. Barrett coming out of college. That's going to happen when you're the 3rd overall pick.
And he drops the first. You know, watching R.J. Barrett is a treat, Doris, whenever we get a chance to do so.
Yeah, B.A., he is a tremendous young man on top of being a player who so desperately is searching for greatness and working to get there. What you love about R.J. is he's trying to add to the offensive end of the floor year by year. Yes, he can get off the dribble drive. Now can he consistently make that perimeter jumper?
Here's Claxton, guarded by Barrett.
2 minutes.
The kick out to Simmons.
2 minutes.
Pass to Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New York trailing. Outside Barrett. From 11 feet away. And again, the Knicks missing. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Claxton down low, guarded by Barrett.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And the Knicks call time here. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Grimes, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Derrick Rose in for Fournier. Here's Rose. That one falls. Rose has got his first points of the game.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Rose is. Guy gets buckets through contact out there, so tough.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Harris. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Rose. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And there it is for him.
I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
29-23.
Curry against Rose. Curry passes to Simmons. Here's Thomas. And the Nets, another 3.
You can tell Simmons is a guy who, from the moment he picked up a basketball, has been a point guard by nature.
Here's Rose. And that's his 3rd bucket in 8 attempts.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
32-25.
Here's Thomas, guarded by Quickly. On the wing, Curry. Again, the Nets score.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
And that concludes the first half. Nets out in front, up by 9.
The Nets.
I'm here alongside Tibbs and Coach. You hang your hat on defense. How can...
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Looking at the Nets, and over to Shaq. And that does it for our halftime.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Knicks shooting 41% in this game. On the floor for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. And he gets that one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Bridges against Hart. Right wing. Now here's Finney-Smith. Tight defense on him. 6 to shoot. To the middle. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
And here are the Knicks now. They trail by 7. Randall can't hit.
Early in his career, Mitchell Robinson feels like an old-school big to me. This guy owns the painted area. He's completely focused on finding those close-range opportunities to score it.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Here's Randall. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Randall's got 4 points this quarter. Mitchell Robinson's focus on high percentage looks has given him record-setting efficiency doors.
It has, VA. In the abrupted 2020 season, he finished with a field goal percentage of 74%. That put him over Wilt Chamberlain's old record. I think that says it all. And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Hart can't hit. The Nets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Brunson against Dinwiddie. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Dinwiddie's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Robinson finds Randall. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Finney-Smith. And the foul called on R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And the Nets also making a change. O'Neal, he's checked in for Claxton. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots over Robinson. And that one hits the back iron. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Gives us a chance to catch up with
Clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Ben Simmons has checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Johnson.
Coming onto the floor for the Nets, Ben Simmons.
The Nets have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Pass to O'Neal. And here's Bridges. Here's Thomas, guarded by Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Bridges. And it's Curry in for Dinwiddie. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Thomas. Oh, Robinson with a block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Curry. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Brunson. Rebound Brooklyn. And here's Curry. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
Well, that's about playing at a quick pace. Seth Curry gets ahead of the defender and goes right up with it.
And the Knicks miss again. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter.